My wife Olivia was a nurse. Night shifts, long hours, stressful days, and she wanted one thing, a safe life. Let me tell you a story. Back then, I thought wanting safety meant thinking small, and that was one of those ideas I carried with a lot of confidence, but almost no wisdom. One night, she came home late. Leo was asleep. I was sitting at the table, reading something. "Are you still working?" she said. "I'm just reading," I said. "You're always reading, always planning, always thinking about the future." "I'm trying to build something." "I know, but I'm trying to protect something." She looked at me. "I saw something at the hospital today," she said. "A family came in. The man had worked for years. He did everything right. And in one day, everything changed. He got sick. He can't work. What he saved isn't enough. His wife doesn't know what to do. That's why I'm afraid," she said. "Not of risk, of losing control. We don't have the luxury of not being ready for something like that." That was the first time I truly understood Olivia's fear. I was trying to expand the future. She was trying to survive it. "I'm not trying to destroy our safety," I said. "I'm trying to build our freedom. And what if we lose what we already have? And what if nothing ever changes? I just want to sleep peacefully at night." I was afraid of something else, of nothing ever changing. "I'm not afraid of losing money," I said. "I'm afraid of losing time." And that was the moment. The conflict became clear. Olivia was afraid of collapse. I was afraid of regret. That night, the conversation didn't lead to a solution, but it left something behind. We were both right, and that made things harder. The next day, I couldn't get it out of my head. He did everything right, and it still wasn't enough. That's when I realized playing it safe isn't always safe. The house was quiet. It was late. The lights were off. Only a soft glow was coming from the kitchen. A laptop was open on the table. There were numbers on the screen, charts, and a small box. Confirm investment. Michael was looking at the screen. For a long time, his fingers were over the keyboard, but they weren't moving. He took a deep breath. He muttered to himself, "Okay, this is either smart or really stupid." He smiled slightly, but it wasn't a comfortable smile. At that moment, a voice came from behind. "Michael!" He froze, slowly turned around. Olivia was standing at the door. Her hair was messy. She was wearing something comfortable, like she had just woken up, but her eyes were fully awake. "What are you doing?" she said. Michael didn't close the laptop. He didn't hide it. "Just looking at something," he said. Olivia stepped closer. She looked at the screen. She paused. 1 second, 2 seconds, then, "Michael." Her voice didn't rise, but it changed. "Is that our savings account?" Michael nodded. "Yeah." A short silence. Olivia took a deep breath, tilted her head slightly. "Please tell me you're not about to do something stupid." Michael: "I wouldn't call it stupid." Olivia immediately replied, "That's exactly what people say, right before they do something stupid." Michael smiled without meaning to. "Okay, fair." Olivia sat down, crossed her arms. "Talk to me," she said. Michael looked at the screen, then at Olivia. "I've been thinking about this for a while." Olivia: "I know. You've been thinking about this for months." Michael: "I don't want to just think anymore." Olivia instantly: "With our money?" Michael: "With part of it." Olivia: "Michael." She paused, choosing her words. I spend all day at the hospital. People's lives change in a moment. No plan, yet no calculation. Holds. Michael stayed silent. Olivia continued, I'm not trying to kill your dreams. I just don't want us to end up in a situation we can't handle. Michael, I understand that, Olivia. Do you? It was a challenge, but without raising her voice, Michael nodded slowly. Yes. I'm afraid of something too. Olivia didn't look away. Michael, if I keep waiting, I'm afraid nothing will ever change. A short silence, Olivia. So now we take risks. Michael, this isn't gambling. Olivia smiled slightly, but she wasn't convinced. Right, she said. That's how it always starts. Michael, I've studied this, Olivia. You've studied a lot of things. It was a sharp line, but it was true. Michael accepted it, lowered his head. Yeah, that's true. But I never acted. Olivia didn't soften immediately, but she listened. Michael, I'm not risking everything. I'm starting something, Olivia, by risking our safety. Michael, by building our future. Silence. Olivia closed her eyes, took a deep breath, then opened them again. How much? She said. Michael, a small amount. Olivia, how small? Michael said the number. Olivia thought for a few seconds. Okay, she said, that's not terrible. Michael was surprised. Really? Olivia, don't celebrate yet. Michael laughed. Olivia continued. If we do this, we do it smart. Michael, okay. Olivia, no big moves. No, I watched a video and now I'm an investor energy. Michael, that hurt. Olivia, it was supposed to. They both smiled slightly. The tension eased. Olivia, we start small. Michael, we stay small. Olivia, and next time you tell me. Michael, deal. A short silence. Olivia stood up, walked toward the kitchen. Before you invest, she said, at least make coffee so I can watch. Michael, coffee at midnight? Olivia, I want to see what we're getting into. Michael smiled, walked to the coffee machine, and that's how, that night, I made my first investment, well, our first investment. The day after our first investment, I met Warren in the park. I told him everything, like a student presenting his homework, and honestly, I was hoping for approval. Warren smiled. Good, he said. You did the right thing. Then he added, and I understand Olivia too. I told him, Olivia wants safety. I want freedom. One of us must be wrong. No, he said. You're both right. Then why does it feel this way? Because most people think safety and freedom are enemies. They're not, but they're expensive. A salary gives safety. Ownership gives freedom. Then he said, it's like walking. One leg keeps you balanced. The other moves you forward. If you don't use both, you either stay where you are or you fall. Smart people use both, slowly. In that moment, I wanted him to choose a side, but instead, he chose balance. And over time, I realized that was the right choice. The best life is not built on safety alone, not on freedom alone. The best life is built on balance. Hello again, everyone. You just watched what happened here that night. But in the next episode, between us, Olivia might realize I went a little further than she expected. Olivia doesn't know it yet, but I already have other investment plans for the future. What I did that night was actually only a very small beginning, and to be honest, Even after pressing that investment button, my fear had not completely disappeared. I remember checking the account again and again before going to sleep that night, because sometimes the decisions that change your life do not look very big from the outside. Sometimes they are simply small decisions made in a quiet kitchen in the middle of the night. And I think there was something else that I still didn't understand back then. At that time, I thought investing was only about money. I had no idea that this journey would eventually change the way I looked at life itself. There is a quote by André Gide that I've always loved. In life, many things we think are impossible are actually just things we have not tried yet. That's all from me for now. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends.